Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Explicably Inexplicables. I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil.
And today we are thrilled to have a special guest joining us, someone who is making a significant impact within their school community and beyond. Please give a warm welcome to Naavya Vig, a remarkable junior from Liberty High School.
Now, Naavya is not your average high school student. As a member of the Superintendent Council, he plays a pivotal role in shaping the educational landscape of his district. With a passion for leadership and a commitment to creating positive change, Naavya has already achieved great feats at such a young age.
Throughout his tenure at Liberty High School, Naavya has shown an unwavering dedication to enhancing the student experience, advocating for the needs and interests of his peers. From organizing impactful initiatives to fostering an inclusive and supporting school culture, he continues to be a driving force behind positive transformations.
Even beyond his role in the Superintendent Council, Naavya is actively involved in various extracurricular activities, demonstrating a well-rounded and versatile personality. Whether it's participating in sports, engaging in community service, or pursuing academic excellence, he exemplifies the true spirit of a high-achieving student leader.
Today, we have the privilege of delving into Naavya's experiences, insights, and future aspirations. Join us as we uncover the inspirations behind his journey, the challenges he's overcome, and the exciting projects he's currently working on. So without further ado, let's dive into this captivating conversation with Naavya Vig. Okay, first of all, thank you so much for coming onto this podcast, Naavya.
Thank you.
Yep. So I guess our first question to you is, to start off, what is the Superintendent Council in Frisco ISD?
So the Superintendent Council in Frisco ISD is essentially a place where a lot of teens, especially those who have been elected by their schools, one from each grade, have been all chosen to go represent their schools, in total their whole district, in terms of law, government, for instance, what laws the school might make next, their next steps in the future, going forward. All those teens come together and help shape the world, because nowadays they're the ones who are going to change it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so when was your tenure in the Superintendent Council, and what exactly do you guys do in your meetings?
So in our meetings, we just talk about how school is going so far, all the laws that have been going in place, all the procedures going so far, and then we get asked on our input. We participate in group activities. You know, in the beginning, there are the basic icebreakers.
Yeah.
But as we begin to know each other more, as we begin to develop healthier connections, we also begin to work together as a team to create the next level of schooling.
That's a great answer. I guess in terms of more like what you guys do, what inspired you to join this council? Because obviously it's like a demanding but also rewarding task.
So I saw this opportunity come in my mail, and I thought that this would be an excellent opportunity because there's nothing more that fits my personality more than leading others and helping shape the world. And I feel like this is a great opportunity. I'm the type of person who just goes for it, and I feel like this would be amazing. It just fits with my personality so well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously with that great opportunity, comes responsibility in representing your community well. Like you said, only one person at each high school in the district gets to participate in this. And so with that said, how do you guys on the Superintendent Council ensure that everyone's voices are heard and needs are met?
So there are a total of 12 high schools, and each high school elects 4 people, one from each grade level. So in total, there are only 48 people representing the whole district. And with a lot of time being spent throughout the meetings and group activities, everyone's voice is heard within their respective schools, who then reach out to the main people, like the people who actually manage the meetings.
Yeah.
So it's basically like on the way up, everyone's voice is heard, and whichever's voice is they deem more worthy of being heard, maybe some better ideas, some worse, those go forward as judged by the teams, and they all go to the main advisors to hear.
I think that's a great model actually, in order to ensure productivity and also like make sure you guys get stuff done while making sure everyone's voices are heard.
Yeah.
Right? I guess in terms of like productivity and reward, what do you think are the most personally rewarding aspects of being on this council?
So I feel like the most personally rewarding things are, well, first of all, I'm more respected at my school, being the one who has the potential to change a lot. But also because I feel like connecting with everyone, being able to add to my experiences, it just feels better for me as a human, and those experiences to me are more valuable than anything money can give me.
Mm-hmm. And so obviously on the council, right, you guys are obviously working with some of the leaders in the district, not just the students, but as well as the superintendent and
Yes.
obviously his staff, right? And so other than those folks, were there any other like influential people or people across the state that you got to work with?
So I don't remember too much from this, but I feel like I met some other people on the Frisco ISD board. Aside from just the district, the whole, like, some of the
Like
people.
the board of trustees,
Yeah,
if
the
I'm not
board.
mistaken.
Yeah, the board of trustees. Some of those members came in and helped out, and we also got to talk with them on some matters. We learned some stuff. We taught them some stuff, and it was a great experience overall.
Who was the coolest guy?
Who was the coolest guy?
Yeah, like who was yours? Like personally, who was your favorite?
I feel like it was Mike Waldrop, the superintendent of Frisco ISD.
Was he cool?
It was very cool.
In terms of your entire experience, did you have fun in the council?
Yeah, we actually had a lot of fun, making connections, getting to know each other better, and, just overall communicating with everyone. That whole experience in and of itself was the deal.
Nice, interesting. And so obviously a lot of our listeners are probably people who are aspiring to be on this council, right? So just for some general advice to these people, I've heard the process for this is highly selective. So what advice can you give to those members to be selected?
Well, I would just say be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. Meaning, don't put in 100 other things that don't fit your personality and style, because that's how you'll be elected. If you genuinely feel like you would be able to get on this council, even if your school doesn't even offer any leadership opportunity, basically, just be yourself. Just put in everything that you have to offer, and don't just look up what other people do and Control-C, Control-V.
Yeah, I think like you definitely bring up a good point there. Like you really want to be like genuine about yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said being genuine about yourself, but what about you? Like, what specific responsibilities did you have, and like what traits did you have, and how did that contribute to the overall decision-making process and the reason why you were being selected on the council?
I just felt like I had a lot to bring to the table. Naturally being an extrovert, I always have a lot of ideas that pop in my head.
Yeah.
Some that keep me awake at night and others that just come on the fly.
Yeah.
And those ideas, I just felt like I would put down my personality, how I felt. And overall, that just helped me a lot with my selection process.
Definitely. Good to hear. And so like just for our future audience that's looking into this, do you recommend the Superintendent Council to people?
I definitely recommend it. If you feel like you're the type of person who wants your voice heard, who wants to be able to change some things in your area, in your level, if you feel like you're that type of person who can stand up, then definitely go for it. Like, give it a shot. There's absolutely nothing wrong that comes out of this.
I remember you said, 12 schools and 4 representatives per each school, so 48 representatives?
Yes.
So with that many people trying to make decisions and, being representatives of all these different things, you can definitely come into, like, challenging situations, right? So, and I guess it can be tough to balance the diverse needs of interests of various stakeholders or whatever. So how do you approach finding common ground within all these people and making decisions that benefit the school and the superintendent as a whole?
Well, naturally, us all people are all very extroverted, but at the same time, we also respect everyone else's ideas. So, like I said previously, we, like the group, work your way up. You give an idea, and if everyone likes it, it goes on. So the way we just collaborate, right, is we let everyone's voices be heard, and if we have any objections, then we aren't afraid to just let it go. Like, if we feel like there's something wrong, then we speak out against it. Of course, there's no one offended by this, and we don't demean anyone. It's purely constructive, because no one human can come up with a completely perfect idea by themselves. A group or a second look or a new perspective can always help refresh things.
I think that's a great answer, actually, because that's a good way of looking at life.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that was enough about the Superintendent Council. So we'd like to wrap up with kind of like a fun question. So totally unrelated, but
Alright, deep breaths.
get ready. So in a hypothetical race between a tortoise and a hare, who would you bet to win on, and what's your reasoning?
Contrary to the popular story, the tortoise and the hare, I would pick the hare, because in that story, the hare was very dumb. The hare was very cocky, overconfident. But if I feel like the hare actually respected the idea that the tortoise could win, I'm sorry, the tortoise has no chance.
I guess there's a lot of factors you have to look at, like, is it hungry, and you can add like incentives at the end of the race, like different foods.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess probability-wise, the hare is this harder decision.
Yeah. I'm sorry, tortoise and hare story. I didn't mean to disrupt your moral like that.
Okay. So I guess that wraps up our fascinating episode on Explicably Inexplicables. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our incredible guest Naavya for sharing his inspiring story and valuable insights with us today. It has truly been an enlightening and thought-provoking conversation.
Yep, definitely. So I think more than that, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to share it with your friends and family. Leave us a review. Your feedback means the world to us, and it will help others discover our podcast.
Remember, life is full of the inexplicables, and it's through sharing stories like Naavya's that we gain a deeper understanding of the diverse and exciting world we live in.
Until next time, peace.